So welcome everyone. Hello spa leaders. I'm Marlo, your Director of Operations. And welcome to our first webinar of the holiday season. So we're less than 1 week away from the start of pre-sales. Needed to mute call here. So yes, we are less than 1 week away from the start of pre-sales, and I'm here to ensure that you guys get off to a really strong start. We have some exciting goals this holiday season, but if there's one thing that I'm sure of, it's that the leaders on this call, you guys are already successful. You showed up to learn and to discuss more, so kudos to you. Let's go over a few things that I've prepared, and please, as always, ask questions, share your plan. If you were here a few minutes early, you heard Roxanne sharing her plan for the holiday season. It's so exciting. So we really want you to be engaged and comfortable using this time today to gain insight from one another and ideas, and not just from me. So that's the power of the franchise. I am a one-man show. So I'll be checking the chat here and there, but I do look forward to answering questions at the end. So let's start by talking through the details of our in-store gift card offers. We have our Black Friday offer available to both members and non-members. Everyone can purchase gift cards at retail rate and receive a free massage or facial promotional gift card. Remember that free promo card is good for 4 months starting January 1 and can only be redeemed at the issuing spa. So for example, if your spa is at $104.95 retail price, your clients walk away with 2 services for $52.47 each. I think that's a pretty cool deal. The promo card 2021 BOGO promotion has been pushed to all centers. So please go in and make sure pricing is correct. So again, that 2021 BOGO promotional card, go in and check that pricing. What I love about these offers is that we don't wait until Black Friday to get into the holiday spirit. I think, Roxanne, when did you start? July? Getting in that holiday spirit. So we take pre-orders starting November 1st, which is right around the corner. And essentially, our clients are telling us what they want in advance, and we process their order the week of Black Friday. Now that we're on Zenoti, shoppers that pre-order don't even have to come into the spa to pick up their gift cards. How cool is that? We can just email it to them. So this is something we should really encourage this year. So we cut down on that commotion that weekend and kind of that in-spa traffic. I'll talk a lot more about how to help your team crush those pre-sales, but first, let's make sure everyone understands the holiday offer. So once Black Friday weekend is behind us, we'll immediately make that switch to our in-store holiday promotion. So our member offer earns them a free facial promo card if they spend $150 on gift cards, and they'll also receive a gift with purchase from Dermalogica or Clarity, while supplies last, of course. That's the images that you see here above those promotional details. I'm definitely all about that Clarity bag, so have to figure out how I can maybe get one on the side. These vendors are just really stepping it up this year. So make sure your sales team has these on display and uses these gift with purchases as a tool to encourage members to reach that $150 in gift cards. So maybe even the non-members in line will feel some sort of FOMO and want to join the membership themselves. The promotional card 2021 holiday facial or 2021 holiday promotional card has been pushed. So please go into your center and look at that and make sure it's priced correctly. Now, our non-members can also walk away with a free facial promo card if they purchase $150. So essentially, they can get 2 people off their shopping list for the price of just 1, or they can just pocket that free facial gift card for themselves. Roxanne, the gift with purchases came from the vendors, I believe, with the last order. So let me just double check things on the back end after this, and I'll get right back to you. Okay. I feel like I should have had a drum roll before this slide, but the moment that I've been waiting for has arrived. I am so jazzed that we get to promote online gift card sales this year. This could not have come at a better time, since there are definitely still shoppers that are apprehensive over being out and about this holiday season. Studies are actually showing that shoppers will shop early and online this year. So it's really good that we have this online option that benefits our spas directly. I don't know about you. You can put it in the chat if you feel, but I have finished all my shopping for Christmas. I feel so good about it. And yes, it all happened online. So online, we're offering the cash value gift cards throughout this season and beyond. It's actually available right now. So you can go check it out, go buy a gift card online, see what it's all about. Some spa owners, though, have decided to not offer online gift card sales. So please check to make sure that this is something that you are offering at the spa level. If you do need any assistance, just holler. So I get it. The web store is definitely new for all of us. Zenoti is new for all of us. Cash value gift cards will be redeemed for retail price services for our non-members and member price services for our members, right? So it's just like cash. There's no limit on the quantity of gift cards that can be purchased through the web store, but I definitely don't view this as a negative, so I don't want you to either. It is a positive. So the more gift cards that are purchased by non-members, the better. They're still being sold at a higher price than the member gift cards, so this is a huge plus for your bottom line. So that's excellent. This next detail is an important one. There's an entire section in the leader's guide that speaks to any potential issues you might need to troubleshoot when it comes to the web store. Okay, again, this is new for all of us. So anytime shoppers have the option to shop online, there's just always going to be questions, right? So make sure you review how you can help your online shoppers. In all honesty, there's very little that our help desk can do at the corporate office, since these gift cards are sold directly from your spas. So the last thing we want is for these callers to be sent back and forth between the spas and us, if they do need help with their purchase. So give that section a glance when you can. Again, it's in the leader's guide. I do want to point out one other issue that could arise. If someone is wanting to redeem their gift card towards an insurance massage, they must have bought the service or the gift card using their online account, so their sales history shows up in Zenoti. That way we can prove they were the purchaser for that insurance receipt. If they purchase as a guest on the website, we have no way of pulling up that purchase history. So when you're encouraging the online sales, make sure you're also encouraging that they log in to make the sale. Now, you can opt out of this online gift card sale, or having online gift card sales available. For anyone still on the fence, though, just take a look at the points to your left. I think my favorite one is making money while you sleep. I would love to make money while I sleep. The web store is open 24 hours a day, so it's accessible anywhere and ultimately limits the amount of traffic we see in the spa. Okay. Anybody have any questions on this? I see something. So Roxanne is asking, do we still have the issue with HST on gift card online sales? So with Zenoti, Zenoti is unable to distinguish tax on online gift card sales when they're purchased as a service or a package. So that's why we decided to go strictly just cash value gift cards. So there's a couple denominations on there that you'll see. I think it's like 150, 253, 500, or they can type in their own amount. So it's just cash value. So they'll pay tax whenever they're redeeming for whatever service. So if they use it a couple times, they'll just pay tax then. So they're not paying it when they're actually purchasing that gift card, just like if they were purchasing a cash value gift card anywhere else, if that makes sense. we're going to keep it cash value until we get that all situated with the HST.
Marlo, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Those online gift cards, could they be, does a customer given a choice, is he given a choice that do they want to pick it up or is it electronically sent to them?
I do believe they're all electronically sent.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. I'll double check that though, but I do believe they're all electronically sent.
Okay.
Any other questions before we move on? Cool.
So just to make sure, it's just the cash cards that are being available on the web store, correct?
Yep, just the
No
cash.
packages.
No packages, no single services, just cash.
Coolio, thank you.
Cash is king, right, Colvier? Cash is king.
And I need a lot of that.
Send some my way when you get it, please.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we know all our promotion details, let's get those sales. Let's just go all for it. Let's do it. The success of this holiday season is going to depend on 4 things: planning, training, executing, and praising. So let's first start with a solid plan. The bottom line is, if you don't put together a solid plan now, you're going to quickly fall behind, in all honesty. I'm talking gift card goals, contest details, an effective meeting. Okay, we have less than 1 week to start off strong. So one thing I know for sure is spas that struggle with sales of any kind just didn't get organized early enough. So there's so much support being offered this year. You don't have to come up with this plan on your own, okay? I am here to help. So I'd like to know, I know Roxanne and I chatted, but I'd like to know in the chat if anybody has had a chance to go through this year's leaders guide that I've put out. So go ahead, type in the chat. I would love to know, have you guys looked through the leaders guide? Maybe, or is it on your list to do this week? Or did you throw it in your trash can? What is going on out there? Tell me, tell me, tell me. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, the leaders guide is 53 pages of pure gold, okay? My favorite part is the new manager checklist. So it's an interactive checklist that will ensure everyone stays on task this season. So please make sure, save it, bookmark it, do whatever you need to do, but make sure it's always in front of you. We also, so Melanie, great. So Melanie from Ajax, she has been through the leader's guide. She loves the checklist, love to see it. And then Sandra, you've got it printed and you're going to go through it after the webinar. Excellent. So happy to hear that. We also have a few webinars being offered this holiday season, obviously this being our first one. Our regional gift card workshop is virtual this year. So your spa associates will be on the line with other spa associates from all over the market. This session is November 4th. We did hold the virtual membership workshop earlier this year, and the engagement with our spa associates was just so incredible. So I can't wait to see that again. And there's just a huge benefit to attending live. So I'm hoping everyone can make it. We also have our Spa Associate Refresher course once Black Friday sales are behind us. So I'm going to host our halfway through the holidays webinar on December 2nd, so we don't lose momentum going into our final weeks of the holiday season. So again, make sure to plan and register your spa associates as soon as possible. And last but not least, we'll have very helpful holiday tips every Monday starting November 1st. And these newsletters will ensure you don't skip a beat. So if you saw my announcement this week, we are going to put the weekly operations updates on hold and be sending out these holiday newsletters every Monday instead. Great. Katie's in Burlington and she says her team is on it. You are on the leaders guide. So happy to hear that. So as I just mentioned, the manager checklists are just my favorite thing about our leaders guide this year. So if you haven't seen this, whip out your phone, This is actually a real QR code to our manager checklist. So you can go ahead and scan that and see what it's all about. And this checklist was designed to prepare you leaders for every holiday milestone. So I'm talking pre-sales, Black Friday weekend, and just beyond. It has everything from your DigiStream orders to email scheduling and those pesky reminders to check your web store gift card pricing, right? So when I mean web store gift card, just make sure your prices are correct. So when people are purchasing, we're all good. So honestly, if you haven't looked at this yet, you're already behind, okay? So you literally have to ignore this to forget something important this season. So one more time, this is so important. Use this leader's checklist. It will keep you on track and keep you successful. And then the season doesn't come without challenges, right? So you're going to have cranky customers. You're going to have employee callouts. You're going to have plenty of hurdles to overcome. So just do yourself a favor and take the help that's being offered here. Use these checklists, the webinars, everything. It's really the easy part of it all. Anybody use the QR code, checking out the membership or the manager checklist? What does everybody think? Cool, thumbs up, thumbs down. Holy moly, I'm behind. Maybe some of that. Now for some goal setting. So every year, our brilliant chief of stores down in the US, Jared Fedorski, I know he's a favorite here in Canada. He predicts gift card sales by spa. So I kind of consider him the wizard of the holiday season. And I want to make sure everyone understands the strategy he used this year, so you know whether your specific goals should be increased or decreased accordingly. These goals are based off of the performance that the chain has reported in total sales this year so far. It is also calculated off of historical data from Q4 2019 and 2020. So it's a two-step process. I suggest looking up Jared's suggestion and then double check your spa sales performance, and you can decide to increase or decrease. If you need assistance on this, please reach out. I'm happy to help and weigh in on your plan. And at the end of the day, remember, these are educated guesses. So the spa owner should really sign off on any goal you put in front of your team. We're all doing our best to set expectations during this unique time. But as long as you and your owner are on the same page and really believe in these goals, you're already headed in the right direction. So once a goal is set, it's time to get creative. So how will you motivate your sales team? So I want to hear in the chat, or you can take yourself off mute. We have a smaller group here. I want to hear about contests or anything you've planned to keep your team motivated all season long. What kind of fun things are you doing? So I know there's some decoration parties happening, maybe some potlucks. Is there anything else going on out there that's going to keep your team motivated? All right, we got a shy group. That's okay. So honestly, I think this is a common area of failure when it comes to the planning process. It's not about just simply announcing a contest. That's not the part that goes wrong. It's really about aligning the right contest with the members of your sales team. So each member of your team is motivated differently. So make sure you have a customized motivation and recognition strategy for each member of your team. Burlington, I know you're excellent with this, just finding out what motivates each person on your team, and you use that, you know, in and out of contests. Colby, I see you're unmuted. Did you have something to add?
Wanted to ask you, what are some of the general stuff that other people have done to promote this, especially the launch between your team? Any input?
Yeah, so Melanie just put in the chat. So she's going to do a contest for reaching, I'm guessing, gift card goals on the sales board, and you're still deciding on prizes. So I think it's a matter, Colby, of getting your team together to present the offer, and then present some incentives for them, for the team, for reaching some goals. So I've heard of everything, you know, if you have a pizza party for your meeting, a pajama party, you know, Christmas movie watching party, making your sales board, and then just getting really everyone hyped. I don't know if anybody else on the line wants to share kind of how they start their Black Friday holiday season off. Don't make me pick on anyone. Everyone's being so shy. Oh,
It's
Katie.
It's Katie from Burlington, but not the Katie you're used to. I'm the new Katie.
Oh, hey, new Katie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, please help. I am brand new, so I'm open to hearing different ideas for sure. Yeah. So please tell me what you guys are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and if you look in the leaders guide, there is a section on contest ideas too. So that's going to be a good place to start. If you're not on the manager's Facebook page, it is primarily US managers, but people have already started posting so many good things of what they're doing in the spas.
Yeah, and I have seen that. That's great. We're not going to be doing a party, a get together. So I need to have ideas around that if possible. I'll probably be meeting individually with everybody, but I want to pump them up as much as possible. So
yeah, so one thing that I saw on the Facebook page, it was the Village District in North Carolina here. It looked like the manager created like little gift bags for each one of their spa associates, and it was like a gift card holiday season survival kit. So that might be something fun to do, since you guys aren't all getting together, and it had like throat lozenges in it, tissues, chapstick, hand sanitizer, some snacks, and then it had like their calling list to call to get gift card pre-orders, and just kind of like a folder for them to keep all their things organized throughout the season. So that might be a fun idea.
Okay, that's great.
I really like that idea. Yeah. So yeah, and then Katie, maybe you and I can get together offline too and go through a couple other ideas. But I mean, I'm really just going to be regurgitating what I find on the manager's Facebook page. So
yeah, no worries. No, I mean, I do have some ideas, but no, that's great.
Yeah,
I'll definitely out if I need to, for sure.
Yeah, and I think the primary thing here is find out what motivates your team, right? So if they're not motivated by $250, don't give out $250. If they're motivated by Clarity product, give them some Clarity product, or you know, a gift card to a nail salon that they like, or you know, this, that, and another thing. Another one of my favorite contests is, and I can share it in an email or a text message after. So giving out raffle tickets for meeting different tiers or different amount of gift card sales. So maybe every $250 or every $500, you're giving a raffle ticket, and then you have just kind of a smorgasbord of prizes that they can win.
I like
from.
that.
Yeah, from like, so what I've seen is like, this was in New Jersey, so it was close to New York. So like 2 tickets to Broadway, or a night in a hotel downtown New York City, a Vera Bradley bag, a Coach bag, a movie night out. So just different things like that. So, and then they need a certain amount of tickets to be able to enter for that prize. So that's something kind of cool too.
So one grand prize, pretty much.
You can do 1 grand prize, yeah, for sure.
Or like, I was thinking like of doing like little ones along the way, like we hit this mark, you know, you get to pick out. I was thinking of that actually with the different prizes, like because they're all so different in different things motivate different people, right? So I was thinking about having a few options of prizes as well.
Yeah, and don't be afraid just to ask your team too. Like tell them to either text it to you, write it down, verbally tell you. So I mean, that's the worst, is like putting a bunch of prizes out there that nobody's motivated by. So you want it to be worth it for them.
And then what about, I was just reading about how, you know, it's sometimes best to do it as a team goal rather than individual. And what are your thoughts on that? Because I was thinking more individual, but then I was just reading that it's as a team to hit a certain mark.
Yeah, so what I like the idea of, and I think I'm going to talk about it here in a minute, is so have your total team goal, right? And then break it out and make each spa associate responsible for a certain amount of that based on how many hours they work. So the person who works your most hours or your highest traffic times is going to have like the highest. So you can kind of divide your goal out by hours. And then that's how each individual spa associate will get their goal. So then you could do those individual prizes and then say, hey, as a team, if we make, our huge goal, I've seen things like going bowling or mini golfing or out to a nice dinner or something like that, and rewarding them as a team as a whole.
Okay.
Cool. All right, well, we just covered most of my slide here by just our conversation, so that's good. So kind of just hopping back on board, find out your team's likes and dislikes, what's going to motivate them. Food is a huge thing, right? For spa associates, they love free food. So whatever you have to do to keep your team happy all season long, just go and do it because it's worth it. So the final step of the planning portion of the season is announcing your meeting, right? So I know a couple of you have already had it, which is excellent. Pre-sales start November 1, right? So next week. So if you don't have something on the books yet, just go get to it, please. Get something on there. You also want to reflect on Christmas in July, right? What worked well? What challenges did you face? How can we make this a little bit better than Christmas in July? And consider what types of learners you have on your team. So was there anything your spa associates misunderstood with the Christmas in July process? Is there a better way to communicate this season's plan? Have them practice the ring out on the Zenoti stage site. Something that I've found in my almost 7 years with Hand and Stone is if a spa associate is not comfortable with the ring out process and not confident in that area, they're not going to offer it. So have them practice ringing up the gift cards with the promo gift cards and things like that. So they really know how to do this. Have them role play and have them try and pitch the sale to you so you can ask questions and evaluate if they understand it or not. And as we've already said, have your sales goal and contest budget approved by your owner and ready to share with the team at this meeting. And be open to minor adjustments since the goal is to shape desired behavior, right? So be vulnerable enough with your plan to ask questions and ensure that you have this right for your team. Plan to follow up one-on-one with each of your spa associates to ensure they really understand the plan. So my advice is to really schedule this follow-up now. The last thing I want for you is to find out, a week into pre-sales that a spa associate misunderstood your direction, right? Time is money. So test that retention the first couple of days into pre-sales and put this on your calendar now so you don't forget it later. Type in the chat. So I know Ajax has had their meeting. Anybody else have their meeting yet or have their meeting planned? Put it in the chat. I'd love to hear what's going on out there. And send me a Zoom link so I can be a part of your meeting. I have FOMO. So next, we've planned, and now it's time to train. Great, Colbert is doing his meeting next Monday for both his spas. Excellent. So here are a couple of very important tips to keep in mind when training. So we've already talked about the first one, right? Set your meeting date. I don't know if I've gotten that across yet. And train close enough to the event so they can execute what you've taught them, right? So in the upcoming weekend would probably be great, leading into pre-sales. Next, know the difference between instructive training and ongoing training. So this is huge. Instructive training occurs when you're teaching new content. This happens during your meeting. You are going over the promotion details, the pre-sales pitch, the goals and contests. You are giving instruction, direction that they're all hearing for the first time. But training doesn't end when the meeting's over. So the next phase of training is ongoing training. This is when your team applies your instruction and you observe their strengths and their challenges. So you aren't correcting them when you see something wrong. You're helping them apply what they've been told. Remember, instructive training is always best case scenario, but ongoing training allows you to train once they're applying in real time. Ongoing training should be customized to the team member and the client's specific scenarios. It's the difference between a concept and actual application, if that makes sense. So I love that real time. You had a customer just walk out. Hey, Haley, can we get together and talk about what just happened? Is there anything we could have done better? Or, hey, Haley, why the heck didn't you offer them gift cards? It's pre-sales. So using specific client scenarios is very important. So think of a coach that stands on the sidelines, right? Watching the game and coaching them all the way. Let's say, Coach Ted Lasso, my favorite coach right now. That's what you have to be, right? So on the sidelines, watching your team and then saying, hey, come over here. Let's talk about this. So this brings us to tip number 3. Do you have time to watch the game? You can't provide ongoing training if you aren't able to observe execution. This doesn't mean you cross your fingers and hope for the best. This means someone needs to be appointed head coach. Be honest with yourself and your team. If you can't observe, someone else has to. Next, lead by example. So I feel really strongly about this type of training. It's the safest, most comfortable way for someone to learn. And it gives you the opportunity to reinforce your training. Show them how to be successful. Show them how to put yourself out there too. Show them how to fail and try again. If you don't do it, how can you expect them to? Jump on that front desk, ask for some pre-sales, and show them that you can do it too. And last, tip number 5, it's over before you know it. So start off strong. Don't wait until November 8th to observe. You just let an entire week go by. Don't hope that they get more comfortable after a few more tries. Help them gain confidence right now. So anybody else in the chat want to explain how you assess or correct behavior right away? If you'd like to share, go ahead and put it in the chat, or you can come off mute and share your ideas or your tips as well. So I'd love to hear, how do you guys coach in the moment, or how do you assess? How do you correct? All right, still being quiet. That's okay. So in this year's Leader's Guide, you'll see 2 updated pre-sale trackers for you to choose from. Each tracker provides a running total for each spa associate, provides a drop-down for you to capture their fulfillment option, and has a section for you to track the status of their order. Both options are linked in the Leader's Guide. So you have an Airtable and a Google Sheet. So click on it, use it, love it, stay organized. Next, you should train on all 3 ways to capture pre-sales, along with tips on proper execution. So take note of which method each spa associate feels motivated by. Consider even asking them outright. Who feels apprehensive about approaching clients in the lobby? Who is excited to execute a calling program? Okay. I don't like calling programs, but I'll talk to anybody who walks in the door or calls on the phone till I'm blue in the face, right? So you have to ask. It's important that you recognize your role here as well. You are the source of excitement and confidence. You stand behind these efforts and work through any hesitations your team may have. Remember these important tips when offering pre-sales in the spa. You should do all that you can to offer the option to pre-order before the client goes back for their service. They are coherent, first of all, and even if they decline, you've planted the seed and can check back in when you ring them out. And don't forget the hook. Our pre-sale scripts open by asking the client if they've earned their free massage or facial gift card yet. They're definitely paying attention with an opening like that. The second bullet is super important. I've been to so many spas in the month of November throughout my years here, and I hear this fatal flaw all the time. The pre-sales pitch explains the Black Friday promotion first, then the option to place your order in advance. Spa associates tend to jumble these up all the time. So listen for spa associates that open by talking about pre-ordering. Pre-order what? They don't even know what the offer is yet, or what you're talking about, or it's about gift cards even. It's all out of order, okay? So the client will say, no, thank you, because they literally have no idea what the spa associate is talking about. I also think it's important to do the math for your spa associates. So they may get stuck on asking members to buy retail rate, buy one, get one. But remember, customers are paying $52.47 per gift card. So some spa associates might need to hear it this way to stand behind this amazing deal. And I don't suggest including the math in the actual pitch, but it's definitely helpful for your team to know